Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Cousin. Going deep for Diggs. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now Breeze on third down. And he finds Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Got some real estate inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Opposite. Ready? You're waiting. Check.
Throwing on second and 8. Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And this is Cook with the ground. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Yellow.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Brees finding Kamara. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, it's Brees.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Brees going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing now is Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
5-9. Over. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
The final shot before half for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Good route here.
Cousins to throw it. He's got room to run past the 20. Open here, Adam Thielen. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
Rush in. Rush in. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Escape, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Breeze now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they opted to pass. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Now, that was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know if even the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Cousins on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gun. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Throwing. Cousins. And it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Cousins now from the 50. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Demario Davis there on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, 29 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Brees going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down.
Watch 19, watch 19.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Watch it. Shoot. Showing it. Check.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Right there. 54 miles.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here we go.
10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
Check. Watch 54. Opposite. Pilot, 64.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Check.
Back to throw, Brees. It's caught. Smith. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 61 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They get this again. Jet sweep. Pretty good running there. 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here I come again.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Here I come again.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the flag.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this